Yes, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? It is Wednesday morning, is it? I don't know. I'll lose track of time, man. It is Wednesday morning, guys. Hope everyone's doing really well and enjoying their week so far. So, guys, this is another transfer roundup, gossip, whatever you want to call it, chat. Before we get started, guys, don't forget to hit the like button on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed, and if you are interested in membership, the member team OG membership is now available on the channel. Go and hit the join button, guys. Smash that up and join the team OG memberships like the 14 other people that have recently joined up. So we're going to get to a lot of talk. There's quite a bit of breaking news actually before I just went live about a certain Nunez. It looks like, we're going to get to that as well. Danjuma as well. Yeah, there's quite a lot to talk about today, guys. I hope everyone's doing well. It's just some of you in the comments already. 6 times in the comments. Morning, Jamie. Morning, mate. Hope you're doing well this morning. 6 times. Psychedelic scientist. Morning, Jamie, mate. Hope you're well. Thanks for the content. Been enjoying it a lot. Cheers, my man. You're more than welcome, my friend. You're more than welcome. Nunez is getting closer. Yes, that is the breaking news we are going to talk about. And then we'll get on to Danjuma as well, because Danjuma was my main talking point. But then I've seen all this breaking news this morning about Nunez. It looks like that might be happening. Have you not seen the Nunez news? Yes, I have, Leo. Morning, Jamie. Good morning, John Conway. Pablo in the house as well. Hope you're having a good morning so far. Good one. Charlie Webb in the house. How you doing, Charlie? Obviously a Team OG member. We're willing to smash our transfer record FAG's finest fashion. It does look like it. Good morning, everyone. Look at that. Look at that. Is that Kylo Ren? Yeah, love it. Jamie is the Fabrizio Liverpool news now. Jamie is the Fabrizio of Liverpool news now for me. Jamie Romano, Jamie Romano. There you go. So apparently this morning, a lot of people are talking about Dominic King's talking about it now. Dominic King obviously writes the Mail Online, but Dominic King has got a lot of he's basically the Northern football correspondent, and he has a lot of inside news. He has a lot of inside detail. So basically, it looks like this might be happening. So Liverpool are ready to smash their transfer record as they open talks to sign £85 million Darwin Nunez from Benfica. Now, this is massive. Absolutely massive. Darwin Nunez at Liverpool for £85 million. Now, because it's coming from someone from like Dominic King, I completely believe it. It's in every, to be fair, it's now gone everywhere. Everyone's picking it up. Even Sky Sports are picking it up. Yeah, everyone is picking this up now. But yeah, it looks like Liverpool ready to smash their transfer record as they open talks to sign £85 million Darwin Nunez from Benfica ahead of Man United and Atletico Madrid. Sadio Mane is certain to leave. Liverpool have been in discussions with Benfica regarding striker Darwin Nunez. The Reds are prepared to smash their transfer record to get him this summer. Nunez is hot property of Atletico Madrid and Man United, also keen on him. Sadio Mane is expected to leave, opening up a spot in Jurgen Klopp's attack. Liverpool have targeted Darwin Nunez to be the new striker to light up Anfield and are prepared to smash their transfer record to sign him. The Uruguayan international is one of the rising stars in world football. He's also being wanted by Atletico Man United this summer, but Liverpool are determined to sign Nunez, and the deal could reach as such as £85 million. Julian Walls, Liverpool's new sporting director, has been in discussions with Benfica, and it's understood that Nunez is keen to move to Liverpool. This is massive. Absolutely massive. FSG are opening up their bloody pockets. Wow. Right. So I know a lot of people. There's some YouTubers, some Liverpool YouTubers out there. I won't name them. Don't want Darwin Nunez. They don't want Darwin Nunez. They don't think he's good enough. it's obviously, to me, it's Jurgen Klopp's first choice. Jurgen Klopp wants Darwin Núñez. He's not interested in anyone else. He wants Darwin Núñez. So I've gone back and looked. I saw a bit of the news just before I came live, so I had a look back at his game against us. Darwin Núñez's movement is fantastic. His movement is really, really good. Yes, this pass completion thing going around of like 54%. Apparently, that was Champions League, everyone's saying now. That stat that everyone keeps saying about 54% and pass completion rate and all this sort of stuff. Apparently, that was Champions League. So, look, it's still not good enough. Don't get me wrong. But do we actually need someone to link the play or someone to put the ball in the back of the net? What do we really need? So everyone keeps talking about this link-up play, link-up play, link-up play. Darwin Núñez is not good enough. Neither is Jota's, really. But at the end of the day, do we want good link-up play or do we want someone to put the ball in the back of the net? Because if you look at the Champions League final against Real Madrid, we have lots of link-up play. We had lots of link-up play between the front three. Everyone was linking up and playing balls off each other and everything. But no one put the ball in the back of the net. So if I asked you guys right now in the live chat, would you prefer Núñez to get 30 goals a season? If Núñez had a pass completion rate of, say, 60%, but he scored 30 goals that season, would it bother you that his pass completion rate was only like 50 or 60%, but he's banged 30 goals? I mean, what would you rather? We always have good link-up play. Jota's link-up play is not the greatest. The man scored 20 goals. His link-up play weren't the greatest. And I think the Jota thing as well has got to stop because Jota just had a poor end to the season like a lot of the players did. The only one who really didn't have a poor end to the season was Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane had a really good end to the season. Everyone else really did have was shattered and gone and had nothing left. And they had poor end to the season, apart from Sadio Mane. Jota still bagged 20 goals. You know, only Ronaldo, Son and Salah scored more goals in the Premier League than Jota. I think we just get a bit too, link-up play is not good enough. His hold-up plays. I just want a striker that's going to put the ball in the back of the net. It's all I care about now. We got link-up play all over the pitch. Salah can link up with people. Carvalho will be able to link up with people when he comes in. Diaz can link up with people. It's like Diaz last season. Diaz's link-up play was excellent. No one like Diaz's link-up play last season when he came to Liverpool was absolutely fantastic, but his finishing wasn't. I want the other way around, guys. I want an out-and-out finisher. I want a goal scorer. I want someone who's going to be able to put the ball in the back of the damn net. And that's what Núñez does. He's a goal scorer. And everyone's going on about, if you check Núñez's stats for goals, they're not much off. There's not a lot of difference between him and Haaland, believe it or not, for goals. It's a big statement signing. 85 million, it's a big statement signing. 85. And before anyone starts, because I know what people are going to say, if we're willing to spend 85 million on a striker, why didn't we get Haaland? Right, I know people are going to say that. And I will just say it once again. The Haaland transfer cost 200 million euros. It weren't just the transfer fee. The Haaland deal cost 200 million euros, not that 65 million buyout clause everyone keeps talking about. It's a 200 million pound transfer. But Darwin Núñez is as good as we're going to get, in my opinion. It's as good as we're going to get, in my opinion. And it's what Jurgen Klopp wants. Also, I've been reading elsewhere as well. Let me just get it up. Let me just find what I was reading. And I should have it on the screen. Yeah, here we go. So also they're saying Liverpool want Darwin Núñez because they're trying to change the system to a 4-2-3-1 system. with Carvalho playing a central role as a 10. Now, this goes about everything we've been talking about in the last week or so on this channel, guys. So, when Carvalho came to Liverpool, the talk was from Paul Joyce that Liverpool see him playing in all the front three areas, but mostly the number 10 position. Does everyone remember that? They were talking about Carvalho, and Paul Joyce was talking about it. Liverpool see Carvalho's more future being that number 10 position. And who have we been linked with in midfielders? I said this yesterday, guys. I did say this yesterday. Who have we been linked with for midfielders? They're all defensive midfielders. We'll link Calvin Phillips. I think that link might be gone now because of his groin injury. But we're linked with that Sangara from PSV, defensive-minded midfielder. We want to play 4-2-3-1. We need 2 defensive-minded midfielders. I think Jurgen Klopp, I've been saying it for a while now. I said it yesterday anyway. I said this yesterday, and I might be being proved right now. Jurgen Klopp wants defensive midfielders. He wants like a Sangara and a Fabinho together. He wants a Carvalho type in that number 10, and he wants a number 9 like Núñez up top and Diaz and Salah on the wings. And he wants to play heavy metal, go for the throat football again. But he can only do that with the midfielders. That is why we're linked to defensive midfielders this summer. I'm telling you, I said this 24 hours ago. And if all these transfers come right, I was right. Where's what we want to do? Look at all the midfielders we're linked with. We're not linked with any attacking-minded midfielder out there. We just haven't been. We've been linked to defence. Tchouaméni, when we was linked with Tchouaméni, and by the way, the Tchouaméni bid was serious from Liverpool. Liverpool are very, very, very serious on Tchouaméni. It's just that when Monaco decided that he's now worth 100 million because Real Madrid got involved, Liverpool can't go to a bidding war with Real Madrid. We just can't. So he went to Real Madrid for 100 million. Overspent, yeah? Liverpool don't overspend, right? So 100 million around, he's gone to there. So Liverpool are like, okay, we'll look around for another defensive midfielder. By the look of it, we're willing to spend around that £50 million mark for a defensive midfielder. Hence why I said about Calvin Phillips, because he's rated around that 50 to 60 million mark. But his injury yesterday, I think, will knock Liverpool off that. So then you got Sangara at PSV. He's got a buyout clause of 37.5 million. What I think Liverpool are doing, they're going to get Ramsey in for 4 million. I think they're looking at. I won't be surprised if Liverpool get Núñez done. That's if they get it done. Hopefully they get it done. If Liverpool get the Núñez deal done, then they go and buy Sangara from PSV for 37.5 million, and that's our transfer window done. I wouldn't be surprised. Calvin Ramsey at right back. Carvalho is the number 10. Núñez as the out-and-out number 9. And Sangara is the defensive midfield option to play with Fabinho to play that 4-2-3-1. I mean, and we play heavy metal football again. We go heavy metal like we used to because we go for the throat. You've got a main striker up top. You've got Salah on the right, Diaz on the left. You've got Bobby and Jota on the bench. You know, Jota can play left and central. Bobby can come through the middle. Carvalho can play off the right at sometimes. Carvalho can play off the right, can play off the left, can play that number 10 position. And then you've got Thiago, Fabinho, Hendo, and if we do get, say, a Sangara, that's our, 2 DM central midfield areas complete. You've got 4 players there. Then you've got Naby as well, who can play that sort of 10 role. Naby can play that more advanced midfield role. Elliott can play that advanced midfield role. Curtis Jones can play that advanced midfield role. When I'm talking like this, guys, if we get these transfers done, like I'm saying, it's not all bad, is it? I know everyone's thinking, it's the end of the world, it's the end of the world. But if you think about it, like I just said, we get Ramsey in, that looks like it's going to happen. That's the backup right back. We get a defensive midfielder in, which looks like that's the case. And if it is Sangara, brilliant. Darwin Núñez up front. Carvalho's already at the club. And you play a team. So I could put say this is if all the transfers go correct and we do get Núñez in and we do get defensive, I think it'd be Sangara. I think that's the defensive midfielder we're looking at for €37.5 million buyout clause, which is about 29 million quid. I think that's up Liverpool Street, right? I think that's who we go for. So say this is our first 11 of the season on the 6th of August when the season starts. Our first 11 is Ali in goal, Trent, Canate, Van Dijk, Robbo, and then a midfield of Fabinho and Sangara as the 2. You could have Carvalho as the 10, Salah on the right, Diaz on the left, Nunes in through the middle. My God, we're back. I'm telling you. We will compete with City even still. It's going to be an amazing set. If this all comes true as well, it's got to obviously come true. But there's too many articles now online that Liverpool are willing to do this. So if Liverpool are actually willing to smash their transfer record, I mean, this is all good. This is good. This is good. Let me get to some of your comments. Raven, not as. Oh yeah, it is right. It is Revan, isn't it? Yeah, it is. No, I see it. The red mask. I see it. Not as well known as Kylo, but I forgive you. It's nerd stuff. No, I see it now. I didn't see the red in the mask. I'm with you now. And then by your name as well, Raven. Uruguayan strikers do well at Anfield, Suarez and Nunes. Nunes can't mind me of Torres' style, play style wise. Yeah, I agree. 85 million, which means one thing, guys, we don't get an attacking midfielder or another striker. The fan base is going to go up in flames, Jamie. A lot of people don't like Nunes. I say let's see what he can do if Klopp wants him. Yeah. If Liverpool actually willing to spend money, there's no way United beat us this signing. Oh no way at all. It's interesting the attention shifts from midfield to attack, losing out Aaron and Tushimemi. To be fair, it would improve him a lot. If Klopp wants him, I want him. Jamie, quadruple chances next season is really good if Nunes to join Liverpool. Big up, Ravi. We need a midfielder too, as well as Nunes. Morning, Red Fan. Morning, Jamie. Big up Stephen Owens. Big up Ivan. Big up everyone. I don't see how Nunes is good enough for Liverpool. 4-2-3-1, Carvalho in the cam, Salah right, Diaz left, Nunes striker. Yeah, there's a lot of talk that Liverpool are very concerned. Like Liverpool knew ahead that Carvalho likes playing with a proper striker in front of him. And Liverpool think a lot of Carvalho. So we need someone to bang the goals for us. I don't care. Nunes reminds me of CR when during his younger days. We need goals, and at the end of the day, I trust Klopp. Exactly. I mean, all this build-up play stuff. We had great build-up and link-up play against Real Madrid. It's what I keep saying. I think everyone keeps focusing too much on link-up play. We had tremendous link-up play against Real Madrid. Did anyone put the ball in the back of the net? No. If we had Nunes against Real Madrid, I think we would have won. Batting them in, put the ball in the back of the net. Yeah, exactly. 30 goals would be better, and Thiago and Trent will help his passing. Yeah, exactly. I think people are just looking too far into it. It's like when people have a go because Jota's hold-up play is not the greatest. Jota's link-up play is not the greatest. And people then have a go at Jota if he's not scored. Yeah. So if Jota's not scored in a game, then everyone always goes, oh, Jota's link-up play was terrible, right? But if Jota scored a banged-in 2 goals in a game, his link-up play still isn't great, but no one ever talks about it. That's what I'm trying to say. So I've seen plenty of times this season, Jota bangs in 2 goals in a match, yeah, but his link-up play for the rest of the game was actually not that good. But no one talks about it because he's put the ball in the back of the net. And that's all that matters. Putting that ball in the back of the net is the only thing that matters. If Klopp is willing to pay 85 million on him, just got to trust Klopp. Exactly. Is it me or is it all about points on the table and exciting football? Exactly. If happened, United will be absolute shit. If we do this and we get him over Man United, oh my God, the war's already won, ain't it? I don't mind Nunes, just his price is too much. I think the price might come down. Trent and Robbo putting crosses into Nunes will be dangerous. Yeah, exactly. I think pass percentage was 82% and Benfica was 85. I said it last stream, Jamie. People don't understand that overlooking Nunes. This is what I called you, Fabrizio, because you actually look into the player. Big up, Pablo. It's what you got to do, guys. Don't just go for the stats on paper, right? If I write some stats down right now, yeah, and showed everyone it on a bit of paper about a certain player, but didn't put the player's name there, right? I did that as an experiment. I wrote some stats down, showed you the stats, but I didn't put the player's name down, right? And I showed you stats, and you'd be like, "Oh God, no thanks. I wouldn't want him." And then I tell you, "Oh, that player was actually Mo Salah, by the way." You'd be like, "Oh, was it?" It's like, yeah. Stats are so misleading. Stats are so misleading. Do you know the only stat that matters in football is who won or lost? That's the only stat that matters. Who won or lost? Liverpool win 30 games next season. It's the only stat that matters, guys. Because if you win 30 games next season, you're more likely winning the Premier League. So it's the only stat that matters. Who won and who lost. This is what I'm saying. Stats are too simplified. When you look at a stat on paper or you go online, you get a stat up and you share it on your screen and go, right, this player's got that stats. That's what I'm saying. It's misleading. It's misleading. Go on someone's stats, but don't look at the player first. And you'll be like, I wonder who this is. And then you look at the player and you'll be shocked. It's like, oh my God, it's not. And then sometimes you can look at stats and not look at the player and you think, oh my God, this must be an amazing footballer. And you're like, oh, it's Jared Bowen. Jesus Christ. And then everyone's been like, oh, I've been slagging Jared Bowen off all season. I didn't think he was that good. Stats are very misleading a lot of the time. What Nunes is going to do is put the ball in the bag. Yeah, that is what he's going to do. He's going to put the ball in the goal. And that is what we need. It's the only stat that matters for us. Our link-up play is good anyway. We have very good link-up play. What we don't always do after that link-up play is put the damn ball in the back of the net. And that's what we need with Nunes. I'm telling you. He's going back to heavy metal football. And I'm here for it. No, 6 times. I don't want Nunes. I just don't think Nunes is the man for Liverpool. Nunes has had similar stats to Haaland. I know. People won't talk about that, though. Could you imagine if we do end up getting Darwin Nunes in and he outscores Haaland next season? Oh, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. Can you imagine, guys? We actually get Darwin Nunes. Sorry, my eyes are really red because I ain't long woke up. We get Darwin Nunes. We do end up getting Darwin Nunes next season. Yeah, it all goes to plan. We get him, and he outscores Haaland next season. That would be hilarious. I'll be rolling on the floor. I'll be if that happened. Oh man, exactly, Jamie. That is what Liverpool need, a genuine 9. Clux Cage. Is that Clux Cage? Big up yourself. This is what Liverpool need, a genuine 9. Yeah, exactly. Nunes scored against us both Champions League games this year, and they were good goals. Also, he scored, how many of his... He almost scored a hat-trick against us. He was offside by about a millimetre every time. It was hardly anything. Nunes is on 30k while Haaland's on 400k. Another thing, Jamie, we didn't go in for Haaland ridiculous wages. Yeah, Nunes will come in probably on like 130, 140, 150k. And then you got room for improvement when his contract upsides. We better have the money for a midfielder or a 6 or an 8, says Mr. Sinclair. I think because I'm behind the comments, I've already spoken about the midfield options. So I think I was the same a few days ago, but I trust Klopp. Uruguayan heritage, exactly. Ravi, link-up stuff is a myth, bro. I trust Klopp. Could improve a young, clinical, natural finisher. Klopp sure loves the South Americans, don't he? Who don't? South American flair. You want that South American flair, guys. Come on. 6 times also trust Klopp, but still don't want to do this. Hope this won't affect our budget for midfielders as our main areas need a strengthening. I don't think it will. I said it, guys. I said it about a week ago. Liverpool will spend big this summer. I've been saying it for a while. I just had this feeling. I don't know what it was. I just had this feeling. Liverpool go spend more money than I think people assume. Because think about it, guys. Think about this for a second. Luis Diaz was meant to be bought in the summer, but at the same time, they also wanted Nunes in the summer. By the look of it, so we would have bought both of them in the summer. The only reason we got them in January is because Tottenham came calling. So of all this, like, yeah, Mane leaving might be the reason we're going for Nunes as well, but we're still bought. We look like we're going to buy two attackers in what? One in January, one in the summer. When was the last time Liverpool did that? When was the last time FSG were that, that thingy happy to open up the wallet? If we do buy Nunes and then we bought Diaz in the January, that is absolutely tremendous business by the football club. And we do have money. I'm telling you, we will buy a central midfielder. It's just not going to be the central midfielder I think you guys out there think we should buy. It's going to be a defensive-minded midfielder. I said this yesterday on my stream, guys, for those who did watch. Liverpool have only been interested in the market at the moment and rumoured to buy defensive-minded midfielders. My neighbours are banging next door and it's so annoying. I'm trying to buy that kind of midfielder, a defensive kind of midfielder like a Tuchemeni. They're in for a reason, because Liverpool wanted a defensive-minded midfielder. But at a certain age, they want them young. They don't want an older player. They want a younger player to have in the club for years. Now they're looking at Calvin Phillips and Sangara at PSV. Calvin Phillips might be a no-go now because of his groin injury. But Sangara's there for €37.5 million buyout clause, which is about £29 million. About £30 million, £31 million, something like that. Liverpool be all over that. I'm telling you guys, that is what Liverpool go do. They want to go back to this 4-2-3-1 formation. Jurgen wants the old school Dortmund style. Yeah, exactly. Would you be happy with Sangara and Nunes? I certainly would. I know a lot of people might not be, but guys, you've got to think about it. If we have a Sangara and a Fabinho in that sixth pivot, them two defensively, Thiago don't have to play every single game next season. Hendo won't have to play every single game next season. We save their legs. Don't forget, we've got 5 substitution rule next season. The 5 substitution rule next season is going to be huge. Absolutely huge. And Carvalho's going to be at club. They rate Carvalho highly. We've already heard about it. They want to play Carvalho against around the whole front three, or in that number 10 position, where I think Carvalho will end up long term. That sort of number 10 position, attacking midfield. We don't play that at our club. We play 4-3-3. We don't play over 10. It looks to me, Liverpool are trying, and Jurgen Klopp are just trying to change the style that we play. And because I do think teams have sussed us out a little bit, and we're coming a bit predictable with our approach. I think when we play now, I think Liverpool are coming a bit predictable with how we approach a game. And that needs to change up a little bit. And if you go 4-2-3-1, you can change that up a little bit. You can play a Sangara and Fabinho together. You can play a Carvalho in the 10. You can play a Harvey Elliott in the 10. You can play a Curtis Jones in the 10. And the thing about Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott, if you play Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott a bit more advanced in midfield, they won't have to worry so much about the defensive duties, because you've got 2 defensive midfielders sitting behind them that are just going to sit in that pivot. They're not going to be breaking forward and breaking the lines. Their job will be, Fabinho will go back to being that proper old school defensive midfielder where he's just cleaning everything up, doesn't need to get up and down the pitch as much as he did this season. You got another one next to him as well where they can cover the ground. So they cover the ground from left to right in them positions there in the midfield. So an Elliott or a Curtis Jones could actually play with a little bit more freedom. I would love to see a Curtis Jones especially play with a little bit more freedom, that he can go get more forward and try and put his name on the game. You know what I mean? I think that will help him. And then you've got a Nunes up top, a Salah and a Diaz off to the left and right. I think it'll help massively, guys. I really do. So this it's even in the Echo. We all know we're the Liverpool Echo, so it's even in now. So yeah, Liverpool prepared to smash their transfer record to sign Benfica forward Darwin Núñez this summer, according to a new report. The 22-year-old is high demand from a stellar season, which saw him score 34 times in 41 games in all competition. Benfica are now prepared to cash in on Núñez. I believe to chasing around a fee of the region of £85 million, which is 100 million euros for his service. The Echo understands Uruguayan is one of Liverpool's shortlist, and they prepare for life without Sadio Mane, but that they are willing not to pay over the odds. So you always got the Echo. Echo always has to make a thing of like paying over odds and stuff like that. But what it is, Bayern chief wants to fly to England for Mane talks. Liverpool want 40 million for Mane. Liverpool basically want 40 million for Mane. Once they get that 40 million for Mane, they'll put the 40 million on top, and to get Sadio Mane, to get Núñez. Look, I think now looking at it, the reports I'm reading this morning, I should have titled this video Darwin Núñez. The reports I'm seeing this morning, this looks like it's the one Liverpool wants and the one Jurgen Klopp wants anyway, and that's the thing. It's who Jurgen Klopp wants. So, yeah, Liverpool discovered Darwin Núñez price tag as a forward emerges as a top transfer target. Liverpool were told it would take £85 million, which is 100 million euros, to sign Darwin Núñez. And now they have a huge dilemma as they ponder a serious move for the striker who has emerged as their top summer transfer target. The Reds have been adamant they will not overpay for the Benfica striker and have other irons in the fire as they look for the future without Sadio Mane. Liverpool have indicated that they will not get into a bidding war with Man United over the services of Uruguayan international, but Benfica are adamant they will not lower their price after inquiries from Liverpool, United and Atletico Madrid. They have named the price for a player that has scored 36 goals this season. 2 of those came against Liverpool in Champions League this season, with the 22-year-old scoring 6 in the competition to prove that he can cut it at the highest level. He's only 22. Jurgen Klopp is a big admirer of the striker, and it is clear he is ready to change around his forward line to accommodate Núñez, with Mane looking increasingly likely to depart. Yeah, so it looks like it's on. It looks like it's on. Which is great news. Liverpool, I mean, getting in a bidding war wouldn't be the thing to do. I mean, there's no bidding war. They say a bidding war, but the deal is £85 million. It's just that. There is no bidding war. So if Man United and Liverpool both bid 85 million for him, you know, that's the price. Then it's up to Darwin Núñez where he chooses. I do think if you ask if Darwin Núñez sat down and thought about it, there is no way in hell he's going to Man United over Liverpool right now. Not the way Man United right now are. It'd be daft to. Absolutely daft. Let me get some of your comments. Sorry, I'm trying. Ilias, big up Ilias. How you do? Klopp wants to play Sandman. Heavy metal, yeah. Could you imagine if we got Núñez and Tuchmani this season, Jamie Lowe? It's always going to be, but what if? Yeah, exactly. Has anyone seen that Diaz is the 8th most valuable player in the world, priced at 164 million euros? We got him for just 37 million. That's crazy. Just great business. I will say, you know, FSG do get their look as Liverpool fans. We do slag FSG off a lot, and rightly so. Don't get me wrong. You know, FSG do right. They do wrong, and when they get done wrong, they should be called out for it. But good God, we do business really well. We do business really well. Where does Thiago go in that plan, like Jamie Lowe? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With Thiago, he can come in and out of games. We've got to manage Thiago much better next season, in my opinion. Thiago needs to be managed better. And with 5 subs, Thiago can still play every game this season. Might not have to start matches, but because the 5 sub rule next season, it's huge. It's absolutely massive, the 5 rule sub next season. 6 times what they have. Benfica reject, no, they won't. Diaz is 150 more. Wow. Yeah. His price went right up. What the F6 times? Pablo Reventi, mad numbers. He's only been here half a season as well. I know. Can you imagine what Diaz is going? Man's a monster. Nunes coming in. Jota will raise his game. Jota has a great attitude. Love the guy. Exactly. It only helps everyone. That DM is crucial as the forward. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying. If Jurgen Klopp wants to play the 4-2-3-1, if that's the way he wants to play, and by the sound of it, with the noise coming out of Liverpool and everything, that is what Klopp wants to play, that old Dortmund style. And I've always said it, the reason he's never played that old Dortmund style at Liverpool is because he never had the number 9 up front. Now, everyone will say Origi. Look, Jurgen Klopp obviously never rated Origi, otherwise Origi would have played more. It's as simple as that. So Klopp just didn't rate him. But you can't play 4-2-3-1 with an inverted winger as the number 9. It just doesn't work. So you couldn't play 4-2-3-1 with a Salah or a Mane or a Jota as the number 9 because it won't work because they're not really a number 9. So the formation would collapse straight away. Get a Darwin Núñez there as the number 9. Your Salah on the right. Your Diaz on the left. Your Carvalho in your 10. Your Curtis Jones in your 10. Your Arvieli in your 10. You could even actually play Thiago in the 10. You could actually play Thiago in the 10 because he can play a bit more advanced. Can you imagine Thiago playing a bit more advanced, but with 2 defensive midfielders behind him? One, that means Thiago won't have to run so much because he's got 2 defensive midfielders behind him. And secondly, his passing ability is the best in our club, apart from Trent probably. So he could find them balls into Núñez in the channels. Oh my God, thinking of that right now. Thiago in the 10. I'm telling you, that would work. What was he valued at? Porto? Not sure, around 50 mil, I think, bro. Dortmund wanted 100 million for Jude, rather get him and lure up front. Fair enough. And this also means we'll see more attacking Thiago. Yeah, there you go. I'll check 6 times. How are you doing, my friend? Liverpool don't speak big how we are going to get Bellingham if we couldn't even pay 45 million up front for Jota. Most important stats are goals scored. Real taught us that. Yeah, exactly. You can have 90% of possession and 35 goals, shots on goal. But I think we did against Real Madrid. A bit over exaggeration, I know. But Real Madrid had the 1 shot and 1 goal. And they're European champions. Exactly. Big up, Jamie. Big up, Owen. How you doing, my friend? I'm pretty confident Núñez will go this season. This time next year, he will only have 2 years left on his contract, which, as we know, starts to get a little risky. Yeah. True, Jamie. Big up 6 times. True. Núñez is not a good footballer, says Maya. Okay. N'Golo, Gnabry better than Núñez. He's experienced and he is a ferocious winger. I've never been on the Serge Gnabry train. Never have. Stats are only comparable if say 2 players in the similar types of teams. If a player has a score less than a player B, then it could be the system, not his talent. Big up, Phil. Hi, Jamie. How you doing, Kai? I'm doing good, my friend. People forget so quick that Diaz was only brought in because Spurs were about to buy him. Yeah, exactly. I mean, so we would have got Diaz in the summer as well. This is what I'm saying. Liverpool have money. You got to think about it, guys. We're going to buy. We bought Diaz in the January. It looks like we could possibly. It's not 100% obvious yet, or it will definitely happen. I mean, things might not happen yet, but it might. But it looks like we're in for Núñez. And if we spend £85 million on Núñez, plus buying Diaz in the January, plus probably buying a defensive midfielder this season, then it shows we have got money and we do spend it when it's needed. I've always said that. I've always said, people always have a go at me, but if FSG think a player is worth it, they will pay the money, but they just won't overplay. So everyone's someone told me yesterday on my Twitter, someone DM'd me on Twitter yesterday because they were listening to the show, but they didn't comment on the live comments. Instead, they gave me abuse on Twitter instead, which is always the way, isn't it? So, although they watched me live my whole show yesterday, they didn't get in the live chat. But what they did, they DM'd me and just gave me abuse, which is very kind of them, very nice of them. And because they're going on about, oh, it's always us, like, why are we always the team that give up? Why are we always the team that give up? Because Liverpool will go buy Tuchemani for 50 million and pulled out the deal. And because Monaco knew Real Madrid had money, so they made the deal 100 million. And like I just messaged back to him, I went, Liverpool won't spend if they don't think the player is worth that much money. Oh, this is how we're not a big club. This is why we lose everything. This is why we're not a big club. I was like, mate, that's your opinion, not mine. And then he started calling me names and started calling me horrible things. I had to block him. But I've always been that a thing. Is Tuchemani going to be over £100 million midfielder in the future? Maybe. But £100 million midfielder, it's got to be an exceptional out of this world midfielder. You usually spend £100 million money on forwards, goal scorers. So £100 million for a central midfielder who's more of a defensive kind of midfielder, that's a lot of money. A lot of money. And you guys in the comments also said we should have pulled out. I mean, 100 million's too much. So I don't think you can win. I don't think the club can ever win with some people. It also means Curtis can play in the actual role of a 10, Harvey to learn the 10 too. Yeah, exactly. I would actually say Curtis Jones is more suited to the 10 position than Harvey Elliott would be. People need to start thinking about how good our attack will be with Núñez coming in. Lewis talks. It looks like Darwin Núñez is Liverpool banned according to many sources. It certainly does. Mr. Sinclair. I think it's more to do with only buying Konate last summer and not getting Genie replacement. Hence, we should have some money saved up. Yeah, exactly. I'm a bit torn on this Genie stuff. I don't think we missed Genie last season, personally. I don't think we did. But we did need to replace him at the same time. I'm 50-50 on it. I don't think we missed Genie Wijnaldum as the footballer, as the person, the footballer in our team last season. I really don't. But what we missed was just another body in midfield. If Genie stayed at Liverpool, I don't think we would have finished any different in the Premier League. I still think we would have finished 1 point behind City and maybe still lost the Champions League final. I don't think it would have changed the outcome of our season. Hence why I say we didn't miss the player. But what we missed is just an extra body in midfield. That's what I mean by it. I have a Portuguese friend who told me Diaz was the best player in the Portuguese league for ages. Now he's saying Núñez. The guy also told me James Rodriguez and João Felix. 4 people heard of them. I'll be up Phil. Phil, it's in sources. Good afternoon, Jay, mate. Love from. I'm not great with flags. I'm not great for flags. Big up, Karen. Karen, what flag's that? I can't quite see on the screen. I reckon if we get Núñez, he'll be on a similar wage to Diaz, around 90k. Yeah, so do I. He's only 22. He's only a baby, ain't he? I also see why Klopp wants Núñez. He wants to try and compete with City and have a good striker, top goal scoring striker. Exactly. Jamie, sounds great, but I think Fabio Jones, Elliott still need to be brought on. Big ask for them to perform such a pivotal role. Oh yeah, I don't mean straight away, but eventually. I think Thiago will play that number 10 role. That's what I think. I think Thiago will play the 10 role, and Fabio Carvalho will eventually be that number 10. And then you've got Jones and Elliott who can learn that position and coming off the bench. Morning, Noel. How you doing, my man? Morning, Noel. If Núñez went to United, he wouldn't even start. Yeah. Let's get to 100 likes, guys. Yeah, 100 likes on the channel today, guys. Well, we're already over that. We're on 475. 475 likes. Big up to everyone on the channel. 475 likes. I weren't even looking. We've only been on 45 minutes. Big up to everyone. Big up Helen as well. It will make it harder for teams to set up against us if we have two formations. So yeah, I like the idea of Nunes, to be fair. Yeah, exactly. Because you can still play a 4-3-3 in some games. I mean, if you're playing like Fulham next season, you don't need to play two defensive midfielders, do you? But if you're playing like a Man City, where Man City overrun our midfield quite a lot, you look at all the times we played Man City this season, apart from the FA Cup semi-final, our midfield got absolutely overrun. So if you play like two defensive midfielders, especially one with legs like a Sangara who can move around, and then you play like a Carvalho or a Thiago in that attacking area, you know, a Thiago in more of an attacking area against Man City would be massive. You know, Thiago playing too deep against Man City, getting overrun by their midfield. What Thiago would do against Man City if you played a 4-2-3-1, he had two defensive midfielders behind him. Thiago would be more attacking. He'd be on Rodri. He'd be getting past Rodri already because of his positioning. It changes everything. Just getting that number 9 up front. Good afternoon, Mohammed. So Darwin is not as likely as we thought 1 hour ago. Yeah, I think it's likely. I just don't think. Look, I'm getting excited by it because it does mean Liverpool mean business this summer. It does mean Liverpool mean business this summer. That is the one thing I will say. Even if we don't end up getting Darwin Núñez, it does mean Liverpool are looking for the right people and willing to spend the money. This is the big thing, guys. They're willing to spend money and get that right player. And when I look around, I do think we'll get Núñez. I've said it for a while now. I think Núñez will end up coming to Liverpool. I just don't see him going to Man United. I know a lot of Man United. There was some talk yesterday with, I don't know if anyone watches the Football Terrace. Don't know if anyone watches the Football Terrace, but they're like a journalist. Terry was interviewing, like, I think, a journalist or something like that. And they were talking about Núñez to Man United and saying, yeah, Núñez would be interested in the project under Ten Hag at United. But he also said, but the problem for United is that there's a very strong interest from Liverpool. And this Liverpool interest has been very strong for a while now, guys. So, yeah, I just don't see how. I see Liverpool getting Núñez over Man United. I really do. You know, Jurgen Klopp, the project at Liverpool. You know, you've seen Liverpool firsthand. You know, they're one of the best teams in Europe at this moment in time. You know, it's ourselves, Real Madrid, Man City. You know, Liverpool are one of the best teams in Europe. Definitely top 5. Top 5 best teams in Europe right now is Liverpool Football Club, definitely. Why wouldn't you want to go? Why wouldn't you want to go? I think he's going to end up in the Premier League next season. I do think Núñez will end up in the Premier League next season. Is it Liverpool or is it Man United? For me, they're two choices. Someone said Newcastle. I saw a Newcastle report yesterday. I just don't think he's going to go to Newcastle right now, unless Newcastle offer him like 500 grand a week or something ridiculous like that. That's the only thing there that Newcastle will do. But he'll want to. If Liverpool come calling, he's going to go Liverpool out of everyone, in my opinion. That's why I'm very sure Núñez will end up at Liverpool. Now, I could do this video tomorrow and then we see FSG have pulled out the Núñez deal. There's no way they're paying £85 million. And I could just get it all wrong. But at this moment in time, as we stand right now, Wednesday, the 8th of June at 20 past 11 a.m., I'm very confident that Núñez will end up at Liverpool. Statman, my man, how you doing? Cheers, my man. Sky have confirmed Sangara wants to move to the Premier as a release clause. United and Chelsea injuries. I know that where this is going. Also, Modern Warfare 2 trailer out at 6 p.m. tonight. New COD game. You into COD? I'm not into Call of Duty at all. Minamino close to leaving Liverpool. I think Minamino will leave, which is a shame. No need to abuse, mate. Respect to everyone who puts in themselves in front of a camera. Oh, yeah. Don't do me. Trust. All right, mate. Do you fancy coming on my channel next Thursday morning for the Premier League fixture release? I've already got my own one scheduled, my friend. I've already got my own one scheduled. Otherwise, I would have. Morning, stat man. I'm confused. Isn't I'm confused. Isn't this Danjuma chat? Laugh at lad. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, it is. But as I went live as I went live, the Darwin Núñez stuff came out as I went live. So we are going to get a Danjuma, my friend. Morning, Stephen. How are we? Plus, it's all like on the thumbnail. It is Danjuma plus Liverpool transfer rumours. So we're talking about all of it. Morning, Stephen. How are you? As long as Núñez signs. Also, I feel like we're signing Núñez is because we want someone clinical, as in those games earlier this last season. We missed out some big chances. Would won league. Yeah, I agree. India, mate. That's it. I thought it was India. I couldn't quite see it properly on the screen. Núñez will score 35 goals. That's a big ask, Gary. Headache this morning. Guess your quiz gave it to me. Too tough for me, but good nonetheless. Hope you're well, mate. So I'm Rafinha and Nkuku and Salah and mate for a combined 60 million. I do not want Rafinha. I don't like Rafinha. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't get the Rafinha. I don't understand the Rafinha chat. I'm not a big fan of Rafinha. I think he's got an attitude problem. I'm fine. Thank you, Jamie. Big up, Helen. Morning, Helen. How do we improve against low block teams? I've said this before. I think the low block thing's a little bit of a myth. There's only one team we didn't score against in the Premier League last season. That was Leicester City. Leicester City, we scored in out of 38 Premier League games last season, we scored in 37 of them. I think Leicester City was the only team we didn't score against. So we have a problem with low blocks. Well, every team we play in the Premier League basically plays low block against us, apart from like the top teams. And even the top teams sometimes do that. Spurs played a low block. Chelsea played a low block. I get getting told as well that Liverpool didn't beat anyone in the top four last season, which is true. Man City only beat Chelsea in the top four, by the way, but no one talks about that. Man City didn't beat Tottenham or Liverpool last season. They did the double against Chelsea, but other than that, they didn't beat anyone else in the top four last season. So we've got to be careful with the narrative about certain things, in my opinion. Do we have a low block problem? I'm not sure. I think sometimes we switch off in games. I look at it's not the 2-2 draw against Tottenham or the Chelsea game that the draw against Tottenham isn't the one that lost us the title. That's in my opinion. Games like Brentford, when we're drawing 3-3 against Brentford, we've conceded 3 goals against Brentford. That's the problem when you switch off in games. When you switch off defensively in games. And Brentford didn't play a low block, guys. They did not play a low block. They scored 3 goals against us. We were 3-1 up, I believe, at one time. And then it went 3-2. Salah had a chance to make it 4-2, 1-on-1, and put the ball over the bar. Should have been game over. So 1, that needs to be better. 2, in that game, we switched off defensively really badly, and it was 3-3. The Brighton game at home, we were 2-0 up against Brighton at home, and then it ended 2-2. That's not a low block problem either. That is a mental problem, defending problem, where what we need to do when we get in front of the games, we need to kill games off. We didn't do it enough. We did it a lot, but we didn't do it enough last season. It's very, very unlikely that you see Man City take a lead and not win that game. Very unlikely. With Liverpool, sometimes teams still feel like they have a chance, even if Liverpool are 2-0 up in games. And that's the problem for me more than the low block issue, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion in a way. Morning, Stephen. Laugh out loud, Stephen. It was a long stream, but I really enjoyed it. Well done with some of your answers. Liverpool need that present up front. I think 4-3-3 will be the same formation, just more direct. Genie does get crucial goals and keeps the ball early on. We are being cut through the middle. Brentford, Brighton, West Ham come to mind. Jones didn't grab the opportunity. Hopefully next season. I agree. I think all the Mane saga showed what I think of him. After a great season for him, I think he has told the whole truth about why he wants. I think he has told the whole truth why he wants out. Hasn't told the whole truth why he wants out. With Mane, I don't know. We'll probably hear of it in a few years. But at the end of the day, look, with Sadio Mane, I hope all the best for him. We had the best Sadio Mane. We had the best Sadio Mane at Liverpool Football Club for, 6 years. So when he goes to Bayern Munich cannot get the best version of Sadio Mane. That's how I look at it. We had the best Sadio Mane. Let's get over 500 likes. Yes, guys. If we can get 500 likes, that'd be amazing. We're on 485 right now, guys. 64 more people are watching right now. A lot of people have been in and out of this show so far. And, keep hitting that like button, guys. Hit that like button. People are forgetting he wanted Núñez before he joined Benfica. Yeah. But the Salah saga is all about his agent, not Salah, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. Just ahead, Jamie. Jamie, Liverpool are willing to let Minamino leave Liverpool this summer for 17 million, says Lynch. Oh, right. So that tells me even more that Liverpool are definitely looking for sales to get a striker in. So if they're willing to let Minamino go for the right price, and I think 17 million is a fair deal. I think 17 million is a fair valuation of Taki Minamino. I think that's a fair valuation. Taki Minamino is a very good footballer. He's just not quite at it for Liverpool, but he's a very good. I think that's a fair valuation. And I think people will snap him his hand off. I can see that happening as well. I can really see that happening. I look. It just tells me even more that we're going to get a Núñez. That's what we're trying to do. The mod mother is in the house. Liz Golden in the house. The mod mother. How you doing, Liz? Also, Núñez agent is for Cavalier and Jotas as well. Well, there you go. Hi, Helen. I'll take it as part of the quiz. Toby F. Bro. How you doing, Toby? Hi, Stephen. Let's smash the likes up for the legend, Jamie. Live chatters. Tobe, what the hell, mate? I know. Adeem, hello, how are you? Don't spam, guys. Just say the one thing. You don't have to keep putting it down. I'll read it, guys. Don't worry. I always read your stuff, guys. So don't worry about it if you want to get my attention. You don't have to keep writing it. I will read it. At Statman, I think I was 1960, mate, the Spanish news. It goes both ways, Jamie. We did not lose to anyone in the top four either. Yeah, exactly. That is very true. We didn't lose to anyone in the top four. That is a very good point. Okay. Hi, Jamie. Apparently, Minamino close to leaving and apparently want to break our record for Núñez. Yeah, and that's what we've been talking about this morning already, my man. But thanks to the Minamino. Yeah, people were just telling me about Minamino just now, which is, yes, that's massive to hear. Let's see if I can get some more news up on it. See if I can get some more news. A lot of Dave O'Cop, everyone knows Dave O'Cop on the Twitter. He's already saying he believes Núñez will be a Liverpool player. Right, here we go. This is one for you guys. This is one for you. Even James Pearce, we all know you guys love to hate him, but James Pearce even thinks, I'm reading it here, even thinks not Darwin Núñez will be a Liverpool player. So there's definitely something happening. Núñez plus 40 and 50 million for Mane is pretty decent deal considering Núñez is nearly 8 years younger. Mane, Diaz and Salah are similar styles, pace, technical ability, etc. Núñez can bring in similar traits along with that extra bit of power at times Liverpool needed last season. Yeah, that's I think that's true. That's what a lot of people were saying on Twitter. That is very true. It's good business. It's good business. If Mane wants to go, we've got to get the best deal for Mane possible. If that's 40 million, that's good business, yeah? And then we go buy a player who is a very good goal scorer that is 8 years younger. It's good business. It's great business. And if done correctly, I'm really excited by this. I'm good now. How are you? Arrow, that guy just needed timed out, mate. Wasn't offensive, just spamming. How's Stephen? Great quiz last night. I know it's a long stream. Daniel and John were great. I was brilliant in chat. I'm quite good at football quizzes. If anyone does a quiz, give me a shout. I think spammers should get a timeout. Yeah, if they're like Tobes here, he weren't writing anything offensive. He's just trying to get my attention. Just put a timeout on. Don't block them. Only block them. Obviously, them really horrible spammers. You know, the horrible ones, the sex ones. Block them and report them. And anyone who's just being rude and offensive to myself or any of you guys in the chat, if anyone's being rude and offensive to anyone in the chat, block them as well. But them ones can just be timed out. Like and subscribe to this great stream. Thank you, Gary. I do appreciate it. We don't know how to shut up shop. Keep playing the same way, highline, when it's not needed all the time. If we were 2 up, just tell the defenders to drop back a bit. Yeah, exactly. We do that too much. Like, keep going. We just need to manage our games a little bit better next season, and we'll be fine. Yeah, no, I enjoyed the quiz, but only joined late. Tough questions. And well, Jamie Klopp was in Darwin's ear after the game at Anfield. Yeah, interesting to see Klopp going back to his Borussia Dortmund formation. I think it's a formation he was always willing to play, but I think what it is, we fell into the 4-3-3 formation, didn't we? Because he got Mane and he got Salah in. Bobby Firmino was already at Liverpool when he got there, and he really wanted to play Bobby Firmino in that attacking area. So I think we fell into that 4-3-3 formation, and what's happened is it was successful. And Klopp was like, well, I'm not going to break away from this now because, firstly, Salah and Mane are all in their like good ages, like 26, 27, 28. Bobby's 26, 27, 28. They're all at that good age where they can keep going for a few years. So I think we sort of fell into the 4-3-3, kept the 4-3-3 because of the players we had. And now that cycle has become, it's time to change, you know. Mane's leaving, Salah's got a year left, Bobby's got a year left. So we're looking at changing things up. So now Klopp can go, right, now I can get the forward line to play that 4-2-3-1 formation. Remember, Klopp wanted people like Julian Brandy and stuff like that. That's not really to play 4-3-3. That's more to play 4-2-3-1. And I think that's the formation he wants to go with because it's more defensive. It's a bit more defensive security, but doesn't give away from the attacking side of the game. And I think that's what he wants. Now he can see that Salah and Mane might be leaving the club in the next year or so. And then he can start changing it up now. And I think that's why we're going to that. Wait a minute, guys. If Taki goes, maybe we need to get 2 attackers. Yeah, that's why I'm talking about Danjuma. We're going to get to talk about Danjuma in 1 second, guys. So Danjuma, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm on about, guys, with Danjuma. So Liverpool were very interested in Danjuma. There was a lot of interest. There was a lot of talk last night. So Liverpool have been following Danjuma since January. He has played as a number 9 this season and has a release clause of around 45 million euros, which is about 36 million pounds, possibly a bit more. Let's see if Liverpool will jump on it. That was Fabrizio Romano last night. So Fabrizio Romano tweeted that last night about Danjuma and Liverpool. So Liverpool actually been looking at Danjuma since January. And also I've seen as well, Liverpool been scouting Danjuma for 2 years, even when he was at Bournemouth. Because if you guys remember, there was a lot of talk about Danjuma going to Liverpool last season, while he was still at Bournemouth, if I remember rightly. So Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Liverpool getting drawn into an £85 million bid for Nunes has to be a concern. That's the sort of deal United could do. Oh, this is a United reporter, guys. This is a Man United reporter called Chris Winterburn. I believe he's a Man United reporter. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he lives in Manchester. He's a Man United reporter. So Liverpool getting drawn into an 85 million bid for Nunes has to be a concern. That's the sort of deal United would do, and there's never a good thing to replicate. If United was smart, they'd reverse engineer the whole thing and find a 35 million forward like Liverpool would have done 2 or 3 years ago. So now that United, even United journalists, even Man United journalists are getting worried now, and that tells you everything, don't it? That tells you everything. Yeah, so Danjuma is valued. It has got a market value of £38 million. So that's his release clause of €45 million. So that is interesting. Very interesting. What does everyone think of Danjuma? Danjuma coming into Liverpool. If Minamino's going, yeah, rumour Liverpool are tracking Danjuma. Let me just read this out as well. So it has been widely reported that Liverpool want to nab a replacement Sadio Mane, allowing him to move to Bayern Munich. The rumour mill is still working overtime with Darwin Núñez and Nkunku. Forget about Nkunku. Danjuma is the one Liverpool are looking at. They're saying here now that Danjuma, yeah. So this article I'm reading here now, guys, is talking about Danjuma possibly being Taki Minamino's replacement in the team. Not actually a Mane replacement. I think the Núñez is the Mane replacement. This article is actually talking here that Danjuma is actually the Taki Minamino replacement. And you guys have just told me just now, that that Taki is wanted and he's been put up for sale for 17 million. And I didn't know that until you guys just told me. And I just read that article. So it could be possible that Liverpool are looking at Danjuma as well as Núñez, to both come in. I mean, this would be serious. This would be serious transfer by Liverpool Football Club if they to pull all this off, by the way. Danjuma to replace Taki Minamino and Núñez to replace Mane, and then a defensive midfielder. That would be massive. Absolutely massive. Are you looking to collab with a Bournemouth fan called Craig that comes season once Liverpool play? Bournemouth, he's a great guy. He's been on John Sinclair's Amazing. They will know Craig. Oh, okay. I will keep his name in my head. Craig from Bournemouth. Hi, everyone. Big up, Lokeman. How you doing, my friend? Núñez audition was a game against us. Passed it with flying colours. He definitely did. Good evening, Andrew. Andrew, Irish Red in New Zealand. How you doing, my friend? Subscribe and like and support the channel, guys. Yes, subscribe, like, share. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subs. My goal is I want to get to 2,000 subscribers before the opening day of the Premier League. I believe the opening day of the Premier League is the 6th of August. I'm almost at 1,600 subscribers. So it might be an ask, but that's my goal, to try and get to 2,000 subs by then. If I don't manage it, I don't manage it. But that is a goal of mine. So, guys, if you've not subscribed to the channel already, please share this channel out with your friends and your social media. Just chuck it on social media, guys, and get it shared out. Get everyone to come over and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to like the video, guys. We're on 494 likes. We are 6 likes away from the magical 500. So if you've not liked this so far, guys, if you're watching on your phone or your tablet, take your finger, bring that finger over to that thumb button underneath my face right now, underneath the screen, and press. 6 more likes for 500, guys. Go for it. 1.53 subs growing quick, smashing shame. Yeah, that's why I put that. That's why I put the 2K thing there, because I only hit 1,000 subscribers, I think, on the 18th of May. And it's already gone up by over 500 since then. So I've just put, that's why I'm going for it. 85 million for Nunes. Radio station in Portugal reported Nunes has told Benfica only deal with us. There you go. There you go. There you go. And the thing with Benfica will know that Liverpool and Porto had a really nice relationship, and the deal between Diaz and Liverpool went very smoothly with no problems at all. So that's one thing Benfica will be thinking about as well. They'll be thinking, right, Porto, our rivals, dealt with Liverpool in January for Diaz, their top player, and he went to Liverpool, and there was no problems with the sale, and there's a good relationship between the two clubs. Maybe we can do the same. Let's let him go to Liverpool, our top boy. Let's let him go to Liverpool, and it'll be a nice, smooth transition. And hopefully we can have a good relationship in the future where maybe any players from Liverpool want to come to us. I think it's a great idea. We're never going to meet Nunes' asking price. I won't be surprised. I reckon we will. Andrew, with structured payments, we just might. Yeah, I think we will. Is Danjuma not linked to LFC, linked to Newcastle, Jamie? Yeah, also. Yeah, I think Danjuma is, yeah. But there is one, we have Van Dijk in the team, obviously the Dutch connection. So there is that in our favour. Is our squad depth going to be strong enough? Yeah. I think it will be. We need to test the waters with Nicola Barrera. I've heard a lot of people mention that lately. Because apparently Inter Milan need to fund Inter Milan need to fund transfers by sending a lot of players, don't they? So might be one we could look at. How we going to get a decent striker for a decent price? Yeah, strikers are the market value, though, ain't they? Goals are gold, ain't they? That's the problem. Jamrock in the ass, that Jamie Phillips football chat. So I think we should get in Kunku. If we get Darwin Nunes, I don't think Diaz is a certified starter. So I think his goals output might not be what he needs it to be. Yeah, so I agree with that. Last season, I don't think Luis Diaz scored the goals I think he should have scored. But what gives me confidence about Luis Diaz is that the positions he gets himself into to get them goals was very good. So if he can just, work on his end product a little bit, I've got total confidence that that Luis Suarez, what am I talking about? That Luis Diaz will bang goals next season. And James for the chat, bless up, JM. Bless up to you as well, Jamrock. I hope you're doing well, my man. Must be early for you, Jamrock. What's the time? It's 11:45 our time. Jamrock, geez, you're up early for work. We get the right back from Aberdeen, the defensive midfielder, Danjuma and Nunes, and we are set. If that happens, which I've got a feeling it very well could happen, that Carvalho's already here, so we've got to remember that. Diaz came in January, so that's two players there. I think the Calvin Ramsey deal is very easy to do. It's only 4 million, so that will be done. That's 3 players. I do believe we're going to get a defensive midfielder. No matter what striker we get, I do believe we're going to get a defensive midfielder. So that's 4. And if we only end up with 1 striker, I probably would have thought it'd be Nunes. That's 5 players for this summer and Diaz in the January that's coming to our team next season. That's huge. It's massive. The goal of 2K subs by the start of the season. Yes, exactly. Diaz is not a star. Well, he's one of the first names on the T-sheet for me. I understand what Jamrock's saying. Guys, still on 496. 4 more likes, guys. 4 more likes. I want 4 people to hit that like button right now to get to 500. There's 60 of you watching. It's nice. It's free of charge. It doesn't cost you a thing. Just go hit that like button, guys. Take your finger, and if you're on your phone or tablet, touch it. That's 97. 3 more. 3 more people, guys, to hit that like button. There's 64 of you watching. 2 more. 98. 2 more people. Let's get to the magical 500 likes, guys. 500 likes. 2 more, guys. Someone go and press that thumb button. Everyone go and press that thumb button under the video. If we get Danjuma and Nunes, we are replacing Mane and Taki, right? Ox going, and we get Sangare. Yeah, don't forget Ox is going. Nat Phillips is going. Neco Williams is going. Taki Minamino's going to go. Mane's going to go. Guys, there's going to be a lot of player sales there as well that Liverpool can make up on this one. This is what I'm saying. FSG are probably going to spend the money because they know they're going to get quite a lot of money back. Not all of it, but they're going to get quite a chunk of money back as well. So that's the reason. For 70 million, Minamino, we should go for him. Go for him. Decent little player, Minamino. Will you be doing a World Cup watch-alongs like neutral games during? Yes, of course, my man. I'll be doing a watch-along every single day in the World Cup. So when the World Cup happens, guys, in the winter, in November, I will be doing a watch-along every single day. I think there's like 3 games a day, ain't there? So what I would do, I would choose the best game to do the watch-along for. You know, if it's like Iran versus the United States, I will not be doing a watch-along for that. So whatever the better game is that day, I'll be doing a watch-along for it. So yeah, I'll be doing a World Cup watch-along every single day. I think we shouldn't sell big Nat Phillips too. He should go on loan or stay. He deserves a place in his team. I just don't think. I understand the settlement. I understand the settlement, Pablo, and and all that. But at the end of the day, Nat Phillips is never going to play for Liverpool. He's got to first get through Konate, Matip, Gomez, and Van Dijk. It's just never going to happen. And keeping him on the books means we can't get a new player in. Like we need to move players around for me. So for me, Phillips can go on sale. Reece Williams can go on loan. Maybe you have to keep Reece Williams because they're homegrown. So you have to have a maximum of homegrown players. So maybe Reece Williams just stays because of the homegrown rule. But yeah, Nat Phillips will go. I'll just let him go because I just don't ever see him playing for Liverpool Football Club. Calvin Ramsey is not homegrown either. Remember, Scottish players don't count as homegrown. 6-way commitment at 500. I must be on it now. 503. There we go. Big up to everyone. 503 likes on the channel. Much love and respect, guys. Thank you very much. James Phillips, LFC are going to lose their mind over Nunes if this is 85 million is true. Do you mean fans, Jamrock? Do you mean fans, my friend? Welcome, Mr. Sinclair. Streams every day. Oh, sorry, I missed you. 6-way for me. Come on, peeps, just subscribe. Oh, big up, Mr. Sinclair. Mr. Sinclair, sorry, I didn't see your comment there. I went right past you, my friend. Thank you very much for subscribing, my friend. I appreciate it. Yeah, I do a video every single day of the week, 7 days a week. I am doing videos. Sometimes you get me the one once. Today it's just the once. Tomorrow it might be twice. Depends. If there's breaking news and all that, you'll see me straight on the videos, guys. So yeah, I'm on every single day of the week. Every single day of the week. And if there's watch-alongs, I'll be doing watch-alongs as well. So, Mr. Sinclair, let me tell you what's coming up on the channel. So, I'll be doing some more international watch-alongs this month. Some more England games. I'll be doing England watch-alongs this month. We did one yesterday, England-Germany game. To be fair, I think I watched about 40 minutes of the whole 90-minute game. Just chatting to everyone in the chat. It was more exciting. But they're good laugh. The watch-alongs are a good laugh. You'll enjoy them, mate. They're a good time. I'll do match previews for every Liverpool game, match reviews for every Liverpool game. I'll do a watch-along for every single Liverpool match, Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup. Do watch-alongs for all of them. After every single Liverpool game that evening, I do a post-match call-in show where I have a panel of guests and I open up the phone lines and you guys can call in and have your say on the game as well. Yeah, so loads coming up. And this summer, I've got things in the pipeline as well, channel things to do. I'm doing a season review from 2010 all the way to last season. So I'm doing a season review from 2010, the Roy Hodgson years, all the way through to season just gone this summer. I'll also be doing, when Liverpool do their pre-season, I'll be doing a lot of pre-season videos, pre-season watch-alongs as well. So yeah, it's all on the channel, my friend. So that's to everybody as well who has subscribed and has been here a while. That is what's coming up this summer and into next season, guys. So stick with me, guys. We'll have a great time. Yeah, I read that one. Ramsey, Carvalho, and Nat Phillips. Would you be happy? Yes. Chat. Claude Conne is a good alternative to Tuchemeni. He's also French. Yeah, I have a meeting at 10, and I have to prepare for it 6:43 a.m. over here. Big up, Jamrock. Love to see Madison in 10 roll for us. Yeah, Madison would be good, but what would it cost? 60, 70 mil? I disagree with the Diaz is a star 100%. Yeah, we do have to remember Diaz is more of an assister than a goal scorer. Yeah, I mean, Diaz is an out-and-out proper winger, ain't he? Where Mane and Salah are inside forwards. You can say Diaz is an out-and-out winger. Let's get number 10. I made it 500. Use my husband's phone. Big up the mod mother, Liz Golden, the mod mother. Pick yourself up. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. The mod mother. Diaz can assist Nunez more than Salah could. Oh, wow. It's hard to disagree. At range spot, he is one of the first on the team because he's the best left winger we have in the team over Mane. Even though he's the best left winger, doesn't mean his goal output will be what needed us to be as a starter. 500 likes, it's there, guys. He will score loads of. He'll sell loads of shirts. Big up, Liz. Would you be happy? Loan out Adrian Kelleher loan Williams, Phillips, Chamberlain, Minamino. No, we need to keep Kelleher. Kelleher needs to stay as our number 2 because I think Kelleher will play all the FA Cup and League Cups next season. I very much will doubt Alisson will play a single League Cup or FA Cup game next season. I think Kelleher will play them games to get more experience. So I'll see Queven Kelleher playing them games. Adrian has got another year on his contract. So Adrian's probably going to be here next season unless a team comes in for him, which I doubt, which means Adrian will still be here next season. Williams, Phillips, and Ox and Minamino will all leave the football club. I don't doubt that whatsoever. I think we'll get a few quid for Ox. I think we'll get a few quid for Ox. I think we'll get a few quid for Minamino. I mean, I think we'll get 15 mil for Minamino, 15 million for Ox, 15 million for Phillips. What's that? That's 30. It's 45 million, ain't it? No, yeah, 45 million. That's 45 million right there for them three. Plus, you're looking at probably 40 million for Mane. That comes to 85 million, guys. And who are we bidding 85 million for? I've just worked it out. I've literally just worked it out. If we sell Ox for 15 million, Minamino for 15 million, and Phillips for 15 million, that is 45 million. I'm not stealing shit. Hang on. 15 and 15 is 30. Yeah, that's 45 million, yeah? That's 45 million for Phillips, Ox, and Minamino. Mane is probably going to be sold to Benfica, to Bayern Munich for 40 million. That is 85 million. Who are we going to apparently spend 85 million on? There you go. That's how Liverpool make their money back. That's why FSG go do the deal. Right, we buy Nunez at 85 million, and then we get our money back by selling Minamino, Ox, Phillips, and Mane. There you go. There you go. I'm even more convinced that we buy Nunez now. After I thought of that through, I'm even more convinced that we buy Nunez now. What's wrong with the United States? Who said there's anything wrong with America? I love America. I've never been to America, but I've always wanted to go to New York. My wife Lauren, she's gone to San Francisco and New York, and she prefers San Francisco. But I've always wanted to go to New York. We need goals in the front line as well. That's why I said we should get in Nkunku as well, and that would be my starter on the left. That's a fair point, Jamrock. Fair enough. In Foster, Free, Ramsey, Sangara, and Danjuma, and Nunez. Oh, yeah. I mean, Ben Foster's 39 years of age, though. He'd have to be third choice, though. I wouldn't get rid of Kelleher. I might be the only person, but Nat is a ball leader, which we can in defence. Gomez and Ibu ain't got the future leaders like both of Varane. They need a Ramos. Yeah, I agree. I just don't see Carvalho. I just don't see. I understand what you're saying, Pablo, but from a Jurgen Klopp point of view, I just don't think Phillips is ever going to play. Fabio Carvalho is homegrown. Yep, he's homegrown. Shouldn't that be what's right with viewers? who mocked America? Who mocked America? Did I miss a comment? James Phillips. Yeah, sorry, James. Yeah, sorry, Joe. Yeah, some Liverpool fans will lose their minds over paying 85 million for Nunes. True. Yeah, exactly. Jammer is our best left-sided mid-player. I love Nkuku, but come on, don't look like Lee Diaz only joined in January. His output will improve. I think his output will improve. Then, Helen, I'm just saying, Jamie and I may have a fight. What did I say? What did I say about America? Did I say something about America? I am so confused. What did I say something? What did I say about America? I'm so confused. I don't. I think it's a bit much. I am playing pretend over here. I ain't in negotiations. They are. Yeah, exactly. Don't we need a new third keeper? Adrian Karius must surely be gone this season. Skater Girl, I think. I think Adrian's got a year left, so he'll be hanging around unless they just buy out his contract and sell him off, let him go for a free. Otherwise, he'd be sending out. Karius would be gone. But a lot of people bring up Ben Foster because he's a free agent. So, would I rather have Adrian or Ben Foster as third choice goalkeeper? I don't know. I don't think there's much to choose between them, honestly. Brilliant. Keep up the good work, Jane. Watching from Australia, 9 p.m. here. Big up, Mr. Sinclair. Big yourself up, my friend. Nunes starts first game of the season. Liz, can I add you to the friends list? Ragepot Jamie just hit the nail on the head. I do believe Diaz is more of a winger, then he will be a good inverted left forward. I just look how he opens up his body and shoots on goal. Yeah, of course. I've said Kelleher because he wants to play. It does, but I think with Kelleher, age is on his side. I think that's the thing. I have said this before in previous videos that I think we will have a problem with Kelleher in a couple of seasons' time, in a couple of years' time, when he'll want to be a first choice goalkeeper somewhere. But I think next season will be all right because he will play all the FA Cup and League Cup games. Can you DM me, please? Nunes, Salah, yeah, I think the Helen, that's to Liz. Nunes / Salah, Dzeko, Salah, Joe. What you think? Yeah, Salah and Dzeko, I remember one. Yes, yeah, I get that. I get what you're saying. My friend. But we are not playing him as in third forward. He actually stays wide as a winger. Daz Reynolds in the house. How you doing, Daz? Morning, Jane. Do you think we should buy a right-handed midfielder if anyone gets injured? What is that, like a Salah? You mean that's a Salah replacement or right side? I'm not sure. I'm trying to think. Yeah, maybe. I just think the only midfielder we're going to buy, Daz, is a defensive midfielder. I think we're going to buy a defensive-minded midfielder. I just think it's going to be a Sangara. And I said I won't watch the USA game. Oh, right. Yeah, well, it's Iran. I wouldn't even watch England versus Iran in the World Cup. Goodness sake. It's nothing to do with America. I get you now. You said you wouldn't watch the USA game, you dope. To be fair, Liz thinks he means USA versus Iran would be an easy win for USA, so he'd watch that hard game. Yeah, exactly. I'd only be covering the good matches. Liz, what have I walked into? United States Iran is not a good match, Liz. It's Iran. It's not United States. It's Iran. I can't watch Iran on TV play football. I just can't. I'm sorry. I just can't watch it. Even if it was England versus Iran. If if there was 3 or 2 games that day, and England versus Iran was one, and I had another game on, I would choose the other game and just because England are going to beat Iran, America are going to beat Iran. I would just just bin that one off. No, it's got nothing to do with the United States. Oh God. Oh Jesus. I agree. We're playing him as interval forward. That's part of the problem. He needs to be more of an interval forward than winger, in my opinion. Yeah, agree. You said you would. You said you wouldn't. Oh, I wouldn't. Mods, get rid of the spam for us, please. Mods, get rid of the spam if you can. So yeah, guys, if we got any spam there, especially the porn site spams, just block them. Don't just hide them. Just block them. Just get rid. Best thing to do with them is block and report. Block and report. Jamrock, we need width in the team. And if Núñez comes, he will love Diaz's service and the decoy runs. That is a good point. That is a good point. Who would want Karius? Someone. Please stop spamming. Charlie, we're please down high. Yeah. Just block them totally, guys. Would you take Basuma? I certainly would. I like Basuma. Keller's comments about wanting to play, he was referring to the Ireland games. Was he? Núñez will score more than Haaland there. I've said it. Oh, I'm telling you what, next season's going to be fun. And James Phillips, honestly, Jamie, Kelleher deserves way more time than he is currently getting. He needs not only to play the Cottagers, he should be playing against bottom teams. Yeah, the problem is, though, Jamrock, you rarely see anyone change up their number one goalkeeper in games. You rarely do. And I think the problem Kelleher's got is he's got a demon of a goalkeeper in Alisson as his number one. You know, it's very hard for Kelleher to challenge Alisson. I mean, if we had who was in goal before Alisson? Who do we have before Alisson? Not Karius. I mean, if Karius was number one, Kelleher could easily fight Karius off and be number one for Liverpool. There's no doubt about that. Simon Mignolet, when we had Mignolet in goal, I think Kelleher is probably a better goalkeeper than Mignolet, so he'd be number one to him. But with Alisson, no, it's just a different breed, ain't it? Alisson's just a different breed of goalkeeper, just different class. And yeah, you're not getting. No, I'm just teasing. I know. Oh man, I hope my math too much. Qatar, Man City versus Saudi Newcastle. Bang up for that. Oh dear. Oh yeah. Even better news, United have backed out of Núñez race. They don't want to get into a bidding war with Liverpool. Ooh, where have you heard that, Andrew? Where have you heard that, my friend? I want to know where you heard that. Where have you heard that, my man? Let me see if I can find that out. If that is true, and then we're the only team that can buy him, bloody hell. Yeah, he might do. Well, if Man United are backed out, then Jesus. Yeah, that'd be saying going. Like, yeah, I'm just looking at it now, guys. Sorry, I was just like, yeah, man. There's some reports at Man United they'll go if the Liverpool are heavily involved, they go pull out. The problem is, Man United were more advanced in this negotiations for Núñez before Liverpool even came in. But Man United, there is some reports going around that, but some reports are saying that if Liverpool came too interested in Núñez, Man United would back out because they have a feeling. Apparently, one reporter is saying Man United will back out because they have a feeling Núñez would prefer to go to Anfield than Old Trafford. Well, yeah, duh. England would still play 5-4-1 against San Marino. Yeah, I know. Oh, what am I doing to myself watching England games? What am I doing to myself watching England games? The thing about England, the last 10 minutes of yesterday, when they put all their attacking players on and Southgate actually went for it, we looked very good. Just do that from the very first minute. He's just so annoying. Big up, Liz. Liz is the mod mother, guys. She is the mod mother. Jamie Phillips show there is no excuse for him not being able to play against newly promoted teams. If we needed Virgil and Allison to always play against newly promoted teams, you need to look at it. Thing is, though, I've never seen a team change their goalkeeper. Yeah, centre backs and stuff like that. I've just never seen a team change their goalkeeper to play against a lower league team in the same division. I've just never seen it. Leo. I was about to say I'm on Twitter right now, so I knew that was boo-boos. Hi, Sue. Hi, Susan. Put a bet on Wales World Cup. If Madrid can win the Champions League, Wales for the World Cup. Laugh out loud. Jesus Christ. Tesco Metro All-Stars would definitely buy Karius. Yes, they would. Liverpool, we've rejected a second joke bid from Mane from Bayern. Yeah, Bayern have just got to bite the bullet and pay the 40 million Liverpool want, and it's done. You know, Ilias, big up Ilias. How you doing, my friend? Taki is leaving, unfortunately, by the looks of it. Jamie Phillips, football chat. Your squad, that's how you end up having Allison, who surprisingly didn't pick up his usual 2-week out due to a shoulder injury. Yeah, I think that was more training them injuries, weren't they? I'm not sure. Nice to see the LFC reducing the age of the team. Good, keep refreshing. You definitely need to do that. Liverpool new offer from Bayern Munich for Sadio Mane, which has only reached 30 million with multiple Champions League and Ballon d'Or wins. Player valued at 42.5 million. Joyce Justin. Yeah, pay the money, Bayern Munich. It's simple as that. What pees me off about Bayern Munich? They want 50 million for Lewandowski, and they want to pay pennies for Sadio Mane. Nah, you want 50 million for Lewandowski. We want 42 million for Mane. That is the money. Bayern Munich just got to pay what you can have Sadio Mane. You just have to pay 42.5 million pounds. Pay the 42.5 million pounds. We can move on. If they don't do it, but it'll end up going to another team. Alex from the Mirror, Liverpool anger at joke, second big for Mane. Yeah, it's a joke. Pay the 42.5. It's just stupid. People are underestimating what Núñez will bring. Stop all this link-up play ball. Excuse it got us nowhere in the finals this season. We won two, sure, but they could have won in 90 minutes exactly. Why was Leo timed out? Who timed out Leo? Who timed out Leo? Who timed out Leo? What happened? Why is everyone getting timed out? Leo, my man, who timed you out? Leo, if you're watching, I didn't do that, so I have no idea who timed you out, my friend. Let me have a look. You can't reverse timeouts either, which is mad. I don't know who timed you out, my friend. Let's have a look here. Who timed you out? So who timed Leo out? That is we're going investigating mode now. We've got to go investigating mode. Someone timed out Leo, apparently. Stephen Owens. Okay. Not happy if FSG Celtaki was great this season, just gone. Keller is young. His time will come. Yeah, what I thought. Pablo, I don't know if I think he was joking. Thank you, Marshall Men, which is meant. Thank you, Marshall Men, which is Manchester News. No idea. Maddox. Sounds. Oh yeah. I got you. Tushmini to Madrid. Will you be doing a Premier League season friendlies, Jamie? I will, mate. Yeah, I'll be doing all Liverpool's pre-season friendlies as well. Yeah, no doubt about it. Don't mention that, Ray. What, the Daily Mirror? You're not a Daily Mirror fan, then. We all don't mention one newspaper on this channel, and that is for certain. I'm a Man United fan. Big up to yourself. Deflo was joking. Even said he was, guys, please just time out of this offensive or spamming. It won't help the channel grow if we just let people time out. Welcome, Mahad. Why Bayern being cheapskate? Just give cheapskates. Just give Liverpool what they want. Exactly. 100% agree. No worries. You're a tough season. Maddox, Sam Hanadich wanted to visit Anfield, told not to waste his time with jokes. Second bid rejected. People ask Klopp to do more tactics and stuff and do change our style of play, which Nunes will do. But people will complain that Nunes ain't good enough. But I don't get why people just can't trust. I agree. I take Sadio over Lewandowski. Wow. For Liverpool, I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. James Phillips in chat. So, I want PSG and Mane in this Mane race. I wouldn't be surprised. I won't be surprised. I think if teams, if PSG come and say, when PSG are looking at it and seeing that, right, Bayern Munich are messing around, it's only 42.5 million, you might get them teams coming for him. You really might. It really might. It might help. I know a lot of people are not happy. I'm looking on Twitter right now. If we're going to let Minamino go depth in the front three, absolutely destroyed. Also, what we're going to do in midfield. I think people are just a bit too. Just need to chill out and calm out and just see what happens in this transfer window. Owens timed him out. I think that's just an excellent. Football Allison played 52 games this season. I honestly don't think he needs to play that amount of games. Said the same Van Dijk, looking at Allison's injury history. I don't think Allison should have played the FA Cup games. I'll give you that. Allison needs to play all the Premier League and Champions League games, but I don't think he needs to play all the FA Cup games. I was surprised Kelleher didn't play the FA Cup games last season, I've got to say. I think Kelleher should have played the FA Cup games, and then Allison just plays Premier League, and then you're taking the amount of games he's played down all into like the low 40s. Our time, Leo, may have been a mistake. Apologies, mate. Sorry. There you go, Leo. It's all a mistake, my friend. Once you're back, you're back. Can't find you. Liz on Facebook. Don't want to speak too soon. Nuno's giving me Torres vibes. Hopefully he gets even better. Yeah, that'd be great. Liverpool waiting on Munich cash. It's Elizabeth Roundtree Golden on Facebook, my full name. I've heard Klopp wants to play more than 4-2-3-1 season. With Nunes, we're allowed to do that. Exactly. Fraser Foster is now officially signed for Spurs. It's a weird signing, ain't it? Bayern want 50 million. Should we not give them 10 mil and Mane? Yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point. But I don't think Lewandowski will come down in wages to join Liverpool. That's the problem there. Hi, thank you, Liz. Ben Foster can carry Klopp's lunch. Carry, I don't think he can. Sorry, Leo, my bad. Fully apologise, mate. Send Jamie your bank details of compensation. Do you have kids on the profile pic, Liz? And Allison played the same FA Cup games as he needed room at that time. Yeah, that could be true. It could be true. Going into next season, I don't think he needs to do it as much, to be perfectly honest. I'll go. Leo's back. There you go. Leo's back. Leo's back. Leo's back. It's okay, Stephen. Don't worry. There you go. He's back. It's all good, guys. It's all good. So, yeah, Danjuma. There's a lot of people are really upset. I'm looking at Twitter right now. A lot of people are really upset that we're in for Nunes at 85 million. A lot of people are really upset about it. So, Taki Minamino is closing on an exit for Liverpool exit. Leeds, Southampton, Fulham, Wolves and Monaco are all interested. His agents have flown into Europe to find field interest. Liverpool are hoping to get 17 million and to resolve the situation quickly. That's it, Dominic Lynch. So, yeah, I think according to at Record Portugal, which is a big Portuguese paper over there, Liverpool have already bid 85 million for Darwin Núñez. The striker has told Benfica he wants to join Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. That is coming from the #1 newspaper out in Portugal. Nat Phillips is reporting that on Twitter right now. So, I don't know. Mad. Don't know. My wife has just sent me something as well. It's news coming out of everywhere. I'm surprised how many people are unhappy. I think people just assume we ain't going to buy a midfielder, but we are. So, people need to chill. Just need to chill. What's my wife sent me here? Oh, about Tchouaméni. Jesus Christ. She sent me it. Oh, right. Real Madrid have been offered the chance to sign Raheem Sterling this summer. Wow. Tottenham Hotspur are apparently trying to buy Marcus Rashford from Man United. A bit more transfer news. Wow. Bloody wages Tchouaméni's going to be on at Real Madrid. Jesus Christ. I wonder who chose them. Wow. Yeah, it's all go, guys. All go on the transfer front. All go on the transfer fronts. I'm just looking for more transfer gossip here. So many people are upset about the Núñez deal. I don't get it. We're spending money for once. It's clear now that Darwin Núñez is Liverpool's #1 transfer target. It'd be surprised if we paid 85 million for him myself. I reckon about 65 million tops. But yeah, I think we might put a 65 million pound bid in for Núñez with 20 million in add-ons. I wouldn't be surprised. Marcus Rashford is favourites to go to Tottenham, by the way. Liverpool want to sign Darwin Núñez and are prepared to smash their transfer record. It's all over social media. All over social media. All over social media. Minamino is close to leaving Liverpool. Yeah, there's a lot of interest. Monaco are the most interested with Leeds United, apparently, for attacking Minamino. It's going to be... yes, yeah, a lot. Oh, it's massive. Liverpool reject new offer for Bayern Munich for Sadio Mane, which would have reached only 13 million with multiple Champions League and Ballon d'Or wins. Player valued at 42.5 million. So Grizz Khan, everyone knows Grizz Khan, big Liverpool influencer. Everyone knows Grizz Khan. So Grizz has said, we haven't bid 85 million for Darwin Núñez. He's still a strong target though, but we have to push his club. I think we'll go to 50, 55 million max. They will close at 75 mil. Mr. Joyce, the Anfield club have not made a bid at this stage and will continue to look at other targets. But the possibility of moving to Merseyside and working with Klopp will appear. Yeah, I think personally, it'd be mad if Núñez, with everything going on, I could just see Núñez going to Liverpool. I really can. I can really see it happening. Really see it happening. A lot of people are really upset about him. I don't get why so many people are upset about it. But hey, it is what it is, and I hope we get him. I really do. I'm over the moon. Núñez coming to Liverpool. He's past his audition. We ain't paying Lewandowski wages at any age, let alone how old Lewandowski's name. Exactly. Welcome back, Leo. Ben Foster collects his pension on a Monday, so it won't be available for Monday games. Would you sell Salah now and replace him so front is new together instead of waiting? I don't think we can. I think Mo's leaving on a free. Stephen Owens' mistake won't happen again. Don't worry about it. James, what did I tell you about some fans losing their mind over Nunes? Alleged price. I know it's madness. Salah, Nunes, Diaz, 4-3-3 direct. I don't think it'll be 4-3-3, my friend. I'll take my spanking. Whoa. And I'll send a request. Nunes won't cost much after sale of players. I think my husband may object. News about Nunes LFC news on YouTube. Jamie, he wants Champions League football. He certainly does. What Man United are out of the race. Beyond Captain Sal and Savage is in the house. I'm living in the council house. I couldn't care less about because she's money ain't mine. 55 million or 85 million still doesn't affect my life. Our fans are turning into Arsenal fans. I agree, Savage. I agree with you, my friend. Man City keep Sterling at Barca wants Silva and Jesus to Arsenal. Hi, Captain Sal. Is Nunes worth 85 million? I'm not sure. Probably not. That's why I don't think he will go for 85 million. I don't think he'll go for 85 million. I wouldn't be surprised if that deal comes down a little bit. Liverpool are very good at doing business. Remember, Luis Diaz was valued at 80 million. Liverpool bought him for under 50. So, yeah. We got money to spend with our players leaving and money earned from the Champions League. So Nunes can happen. Hopefully, big midfielder. Sterling will score goals in Madrid. Jamie, oh, yeah, definitely. Captain Sal, I know it's a ton of money. Hello, Salamonza. I'm off, Jamie. Got a few things to do. Have a good day, Jamie. Rest in chat. LFC line up 60 million bid for interested. Take care, Pablo. Hey up, Germans will sod off. Oh, Jesus. For 85 million, we should go inside Bellingham instead. I don't believe anything until I see a photo of playing Liverpool jersey. Opinions handy, exactly. If not Nunes, who could be Nunes generation by guys. Right, guys. Excellent stuff today, guys. Really good stuff. I will be back tomorrow, guys, with more stuff. I might be doing a debate show Friday night. I'll be looking to a debate show. So if there's anyone around Friday night, my usual guests, Rods, Savage, Tarmizi, Edward, all the usual guys, Steve, Statman, Jack. If you guys are available, Friday night, I'll be looking at doing another debate show, basically looking at the transfers, what Liverpool need, talking about Darwin Nunes possibly becoming a Liverpool player, looking at defensive midfielders that Liverpool are interested in, what we think Klopp might change the formation to, the tactics, all that sort of stuff, guys. So that's Friday night about 8 p.m. So if anyone is around 8 p.m. Friday night and they want to come on the panel, just hit me up and let me know. But there you go, Savage there. No worries. So here, yeah, excellent stuff. So if anyone else wants to come in, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter, guys. If you haven't got my Twitter, let me put it up for you right now. So there's my Twitter, guys. So if you haven't got me on Twitter, go and add me on Twitter right now. It's Jamie LFC39. Nice, easy Twitter handle. Jamie LFC39. Go and hit me up on Twitter. Message me on Twitter. DM me on there, guys. If anyone's interested, let me know. So that's Jamie LFC39 on Twitter. See you later, guys. Thank you very much. So, guys, don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. 514 likes on the video today. 514 likes on the video today. Big up to everyone who's liked. Black Hammer in the house. If we're willing to pay 100 million for Darwin, we might as well get at 20 million get Kane. This is what we're going to talk about Friday night, guys. 8 p.m. Friday night, I'll be back with another debate show. I'll be back tomorrow as well for another transfer rumour show. Yeah, Black Hammer, we've been going 2 hours, my friend. I'm going to go. I've got things to do now. I'm going to go and see my best mate. I haven't seen him for a while. So, yeah, 2 hours we've been going for. Yeah, look at that big up, Helen. Guys, make sure you moderators assemble, mods assemble, block the sex chat. Just block it and report it. Guys, I'm out of here. See you tomorrow. Again, I'll probably be live around 12:30 tomorrow. Back to normal time. 12:30 tomorrow for some more transfer roundup. Guys, peace out. See you tomorrow. Much